late afternoon meal.
Hello.
Betsy will tell you about the
So I'm
pie
making a
thing.
pot pie. So it's a crusted pie, like you would make a fruit pie, but I have venison in there, and then mushrooms and spinach and onions. So I try to make sure that whatever I cook, I use things that were available this time of year. So that would have been available. And so it's baking in this Dutch oven here, and I have to turn it. So I make coals, and then I put coals around the back side, and then I use the heat from the front to radiate. But then I have to turn this. And I turn it quarter turn, and then I can keep baking my pie in there. And I have to put more wood on there so I have more coals.
I think this is bubbling over here.
Oh, okay. I'll move that out. And we have hot cider in there.
Yep. Hot cider. Would you like some cider? It's really hot, but you'll have to let it cool. We can give you some. Because we didn't make the cider, we just heated it up. Yes.
And then put some spices in it. So I have to keep burning this wood to make more coals, because as this cooks, the coals don't stay hot, and I scoop them all out, and then I put fresh coals on. And my lid isn't all the way, so I need to put my lid on. There we go. Put that there. Very intensive. You figure if you were going to have like this wool jacket, you would have had to shear the sheep, clean the wool, spin the wool, weave the wool, then cut it and sew it. So it's very labor intensive.
And
And
also, like similar to the Irish people, in back the time, no zipper, no
Right.
button.
I use pins. Women typically, especially in our stature, our class of women, because of child bearing and stuff, you wouldn't want buttons and stuff. You'd want to be able to open your clothing because
Buttons were for
they were more
higher class
masculine
people.
and more masculine.
I see.
So we pin our stuff closed.
Very
then-
simple to make.
Yes. Yep.
When you look at the men's clothing, I guess the most difficult thing to make for a woman is a pair of stays.
And that's like it's like a corset kind of contraption, which is, it's not uncomfortable at all. I find that I like it because because it's got
Good for
boning
your
in it,
back.
I pick things up properly because I can't bend improperly when I have it on. So when you're working, you don't hurt your back, which is very nice too, because those pots get heavy.
Started later, but I think earlier you start, the more proficient you become.
Oh, so even sewing machine was not.
That was right around the time of the Civil War.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little bit before, but right around the time of the Civil War. It was just a chain stitch machine though, and it was hand
Right.
crank.
Yes. So when you're finished with your drink, and we can burn it. If you're still in the area, you can we'll just burn the cups. That's why we got paper cups, so we.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I need lots of that.
Now, for a house this small, people who lived here were renters. The house belonged to the miller who owned a place to live in rather than as a business. So, the kinds of, they also do, with all of these cups and stuff, you drop them, you break them. So we have extras just in case.
I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm not really.